Joined here are women, not women, just they're always women. Softball. Kamdyn Hagerty, Khloe Kubitschek, head coach Mercedes Bohte. Coach, another dominant weekend, a 4-game sweep over in Mexico Highlands. Just kind of talk about the outcome of that weekend, how awesome that really was.
Day one was a little tighter than I was hoping, but a win's a win. Two wins. But we kind of talked to him after day one, and hey, we need to have a little bit more RBIs, more scored. We're great at getting on base. We're great at leaving people on base. And hey, as a pitcher, go out there and dominate. You don't have to have your best stuff, but as long as you hit locations, make the ball move, you're going to have a lot of success. So it was really nice to see the changeover to the next day, 2 run roll wins. That's definitely what we can do. And I heard a lot of parents and fans saying, that was a great weekend. And it's like the good old days, and kind of, reminds me of, past teams we've had that have been very dominant, especially offensively. So it was a good weekend. Hopefully it rolls into this upcoming weekend and we just keep going.
Mm-hmm. Those first 2 weeks of conference, you split with both of them, some good opponents in Regis and Metro. And then these last weeks, you had 4-0 wins both times. Kind of what do you think was the change that happened there? I mean, of course, you guys were back at home, which always helps. But what do you think kind of changed within the team?
We have a young team. If you look at the roster, it may not seem that, especially like these two, these are freshmen and redshirt freshmen. And they're starting at the corners. We have a lot of sophomores that are in there as well. Freshmen, sophomores are kind of running our lineup a little bit right now. So I think some of that they need to grow. Go through a little bit of growing pains with some of that. And now they've seen what a sweep is like. Now they've seen what a sweep is like with some multiple run roll wins and kind of what that expectation is. And we did face some better teams early on. Now we're in a little different stretch with more of the bottom teams or middle to the bottom. And again, more of that dominance should be coming out.
Question for both of you. You're both, last year you redshirted. Kamdyn, there's your first year in college. Kind of talk about the transition to college sports so far. Have you seen a difference since high school to now, and playing, especially in the RMAC where you're in elevation all the time, the balls are flying? Just kind of talk about the change moving into here.
It's definitely different. I came from being able to play 3 different sports at one time, so I was kind of focused on all different things. So it's different coming here and focusing on one sport, but I've definitely seen a difference, like in my ability, just focusing on one sport. And elevation-wise, coming from Washington, the balls fly a lot more over here, so it is very different, but I'm loving it right now.
Yeah, like you said, I did redshirt last year, so this year has been a lot different for me. It's been amazing, but comparing it to high school, it's definitely a lot different. Like in high school, you only practice a few days a week or a couple hours a week or whatever, but here it's a nonstop grind, and it's truly amazing, especially when you're surrounded with amazing girls like we have here. But I grew up here, so I'm kind of used to the elevation, but
And then, Coach, can you just kind of mention on, like you said, the offense has kind of come onto the scene lately. They've really bursted up. Can you talk about the production that these two have really had to kind of bolster the young group that really propels your lineup?
Khloe this last weekend, I think she had 8 hits, which was great. We kind of just kept moving her up the lineup a little bit. Bunch of RBIs. She really offensively came through, and her type of swing is more of a line drive, hard ground ball swing. She hit the ball in the gap a little bit more. Sometimes our hitters get a little excited when you see slower pitching where you want to hit it over. She keeps her level head, and we need a little bit more of that through the lineup of just those simple swings to get on base, and then someone else can get you a sac fly to score you. Khloe's done great. She's solid at third base. Her defense starting out the year was definitely her strength. The offense has come along. We knew it would. She just needed a little bit longer to get there and just more at-bats. Redshirting all last year and not playing, I think that's why it was a little bit slower start offensively. But we're here to help her win, help her be successful, and she's killing it for us. Kamdyn, first base, the tallest first baseman in the conference. She's good. She's still a little tentative sometimes, and we're trying to get a little bit more of that aggressiveness out of her at first base, up to bat, and pitching. Again, we're learning those personalities, and we're going to get the dog out of her soon. So, but she's had some good pitching appearances. She's had some pitching appearances that were a little bit tougher on her, but those are the ones we grow from. And so a lot of those growing experiences are going to help us out in a month, in 2 months, when we really need to be peaking as a team.
So noticed over the weekend, I mean, you're very aggressive at third. You like to kind of creep up there just a little bit, but your ability to throw from different angles, off balance, things like that, kind of, how did that develop, and how close do you like to cheat up when you're daring people to either slap it by you or bunt?
I don't know. I think it was my older cousin that kind of taught me how to throw from different arm slots. He was like, oh, when you have this play, you got to throw here, and this play, you got to throw here. So it's just something that I would watch him do. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So I just kind of picked it up from that. But no, I definitely, when I see a slapper up, I want them to hit it to me. I want them to try to get it by me and try to get it by Maya, because I don't know. It's just that mentality. Like, I know I have Maya right next to me, and I know that we're a great left side, and it's just exciting for me. It just gets me pumped up. But
I'll say there was the one play last week where kind of slammed off your glove right to Maya. It's like, well, there's a nice double assist right there. I mean, but you two really have solidified the left side, and not a whole lot gets by you two. It's kind of fun to challenge each other and have each other's backs there.
yeah, absolutely. It's amazing because I trust Maya fully. When, like, if a ball were to get behind me, I trust her fully, and I know she has a bunch of trust in me at third to get those plays and get those soft ground balls that are in front of her. And it's truly amazing. It's just very comfortable, and it's exciting.
Well, obviously playing 3 sports, in school gets you ready to multitask. But when you came here, were you hoping to play first and pitch? Did you want to maybe concentrate and ease into this, or?
I was hoping to play both positions because I mean, I couldn't see myself playing one or the other because I've just grown up. I mean, I'm tall, so they kind of threw me in at pitcher and first base. So I honestly could not see myself playing any other positions. And I'm super glad I'm getting the opportunity to play both positions, and they have faith in me. So,
Yeah. Well, and 2 tall corners, and the fact that you guys are both new to playing time, it looked like you've kind of figured each other out with the chemistry. Has it been kind of an easy transition to figure out how your different infielders are throwing you the ball?
yeah, I mean, they all have really strong arms, so it's definitely different coming from like high school ball because I mean, it's like a totally different level here. But it's just great to know that like Kubi can go get a bunt, throw at the different crazy angle. I don't know how she does it, but she throws it hard to my glove every single time. And same with Maya, and then Khloe's right there too, talking to me the whole time. So it's really great to know they're in the infield with me. So
Well, and then, you've got to adjust when she's pitching. Your target at first base is just a little bit smaller, but it looks like, the defense is there no matter who's over there. Is it just, you just have to remember which first baseman's playing?
Honestly, I don't really think about it. I don't know if that sounds bad, but it's just in warm-ups, like when they throw us ground balls, I just try to hit the glove, I guess. I don't know. It's definitely nice with Cam because sometimes the ball might slip out of my hand and I'm like, oh yeah, she's 7 foot. We're good. She's got it. But Jess is a strong first baseman as well, and there's no worry there either. But
Coach, as we mentioned before, through 4 weeks of RMAC play, 2 winning weekends, 2 split weekends, what do you have to see from your team going forward so that you can keep that streak of not losing weekends alive?
We just got to keep going. Pitchers got to be dominant. I don't know that all of our pitchers have been on every weekend like so far or all together. That's why we have a staff with all 5 of them. Nicely to few that are in a good groove. Hitting wise, we're going to find different ways to score, find different ways to win. Each weekend is a little bit different based on the opponent, and we do prepare them for that. And what might be a challenge could be very slow pitching coming up. It could be all different types of pitchers. It could be, hey, maybe another team has a lefty, or maybe they bunt a lot, steal a lot. It's just going week by week with it. Definitely need to win all those series, 3 or 4 games. The splitting was a little tough to swallow. We didn't lose those series though. And again, really trying to learn from those losses. They weren't big blowouts. It was just a few things where we needed a few more clutch hits, maybe 1 or 2 more plays on defense, or hey, maybe 1 big strikeout, and it really just leans our way. So not too far to go, but everybody's getting better as the year goes. So we're getting better too, and that's usually how our team starts to go. We get in a really good groove, and then everybody understands what Maverick softball is about.
Obviously, you mentioned there's so many pitchers being factors on your team so far this year. One in particular, Jesslyn Gallegos. She won Pitcher of the Week release today. Just kind of talk about her impact on the team and kind of stepping into a bigger role after missing last season with an injury and really kind of solidifying the pitching staff this year.
Those that have redshirted here, unfortunately, due to injury, they've come back stronger. They get to see what the whole year is like. If you're not playing, but you're still really heavily involved, you just get to kind of grow up a little bit more from that. And she's a redshirt freshman. It's kind of crazy. She's doing so well. But she's a gamer. She goes out there. She wants to win. She gets kind of pissed off when she gives up home run to Highlands, but then she locks in. And she's there to win. She's going to battle through. You can see the passion when she gets a big strikeout. And she's just got a lot of different things in her arsenal. Being left-handed at this level is really rare. So it's great to have. It sounds so simple, but it looks totally different to hitters. She can change speeds a lot. And again, it's just that little bit more like fight in her throughout the game, I think has given her the edge in a lot of these. And she can throw a complete game. So again, that pitching arsenal, we got 5 pitchers in there. Jess has done great so far. Hopefully some other ones come through and dominate just as much as she has.
All right, question of the week, kind of change it up from softball. The question today is, if you had only one scent the rest of your life you could smell, what would it be and why?
Freshly cut grass. It smells great. Always reminded me of sports, and I have great memories of like growing up playing soccer and softball, and it's like, ooh, game time's here. And I don't know, spring and summer, it just reminds me of that. And those are the best seasons. We can forget about winter. It's fine.
Probably like pine, because I love the forest and I love camping.
I would say like rain. I don't really like rain, but I like the smell of it coming from Washington. I have a lot of it, so
Those are perfect.
Totally different answers.
Yeah. All right.
I just live at the field apparently, so
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you and good luck this weekend.
thank you.